Hey, I'm Jay, and this is Stu. Today we're going to take a look at a commercial from the Olympics. I think this is Beijing 2008.
Okay.
And what I really love doing is I love taking a look at what are the things that capture my attention in real life that kind of make me think about God. And so that's really what this is. It's called Echo Life Vlog for that reason. What's happening in life that I come across that really kind of I feel like is maybe a window into knowing God better. And so this one is, I'm going to show it to you. You probably saw this. It's got the best voice in all of movies right here.
Morgan Freeman?
Yes, exactly. You probably remember this commercial.
People had been leaping over the high jump bar the same way since the sport began. Until one day, when Dick Fosberry came along and moved the whole sport forward by going over the bar backwards.
Do you remember seeing that commercial?
I do.
So what was your reaction to it?
I guess the thing that I took away from it was it's okay to be different. You can still excel being different. And sometimes you can even go farther than what is the traditional bar.
Right.
And as we saw with him, that was the case.
The thing in me that kind of the space that gets into and kind of goes to work on is in two sides. One is the church. Number two is individuals. So church and individuals. I think this is obviously an important lesson that the church has continued to resist. Dick Fosberry makes his jump, and
not everybody does it.
Everybody does it that way. Everybody. So that thing that was on the edge, we got to be careful about pretending like we know better than that thing. And the church just does it over and over and over and over. This little thing.
Well, I think it's also a matter of the church. Nobody likes to fail.
Yes, right.
And so you say, shouldn't we embrace this wildness? Well, yeah, it'd be great.
But then there's this whole trial and error.
If we're a small family, we can try that because
it's
great. But if we're a large group like the church,
right,
there's the fear that, oh God, we failed. Other people in the church will go, why did you even do that in the first place?
Right.
You could tell that it was doomed for failure. Well, not necessarily.
Right.
I mean, you could make a case about Dick Fosberry here. When you first saw it, if he knocked the bar down,
oh, you would have said he was.
You would have said, "What are you doing?
Right.
This isn't going to work."
Right. The video shows him gracefully, perfectly going over it, and he was not like that at the start.
No.
Right. Yeah. So that whole process is bumbling. I think where I would love to go with this, as it relates to the church, is for the church to develop more of a moderated, let's give it a go culture. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, just give it a go and tell people ahead of time. We're just giving it a go. Like, if it doesn't work, we're not going to abandon if it doesn't work first try, because what we're trying to do is love people. That's
Correct.
it. That's it.
Correct.
We're trying to know God and love people. So you kind of can't get that wrong if you're willing to give it a go. So lighten up while we give it some goes. Sure. So now, on the other side, I thought, that is a real tough thing on the individual side. That is a really tough issue. It's what you learn after you know it all that really matters. So I'm just kicking around. It disturbs me when I see something like that. I think about me and I think about others. And I think about the others I think about are Christians, professed Christians, and people who just aren't going to take God. They're just not going to take a look at God. And it troubles me. I look at some people I really love who just aren't going to take a look at God. They're just not going to do it. They're going to stop because they know how this goes. Yeah, just be a good person, go on with my life, mow my yard on a Sunday morning or whenever. And just think, we have like an epidemic, or whatever the right word is, of people just kind of like, I got this figured out, let me go on.
Well, what if those people who ignore the church, but yet go out and not only mow their yard, but they mow their neighbor's yard.
Yeah.
And they do all these things that as we as Christians
don't do
and are
told to be.
To do.
I know a guy like that. Yeah.
So what?
Yeah, right.
Like, you can't fault that guy. I mean, he might have it figured out. He might have figured out. Then it really boils down to loving your neighbor, being good to people.
I know a guy who has done stuff for a family of the wife's a widow. They've lost their father, 3 kids. He's done stuff for him, done more than anybody else. I'm thinking, well, he's doing what Jesus is wanting us to do.
Yeah.
He's not being good. He is loving those people. Because he's kind of like, I think I got this. And he kind of does.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole piece of it he doesn't have. He doesn't know the one for whom he is, the one who's moved on. It's like being an incredible son who just doesn't really know his father.
Yeah.
And doesn't really want to know him.
Well, with Dick Fosberry, the more was the actual tangible getting over the bar.
Right. And it is more of an intangible, yes, is that it's an actual person to know. Like in the case of my friend who doesn't know God,
Santa
does
Claus
great
is
things.
a
Right.
person that knows.
Nice. I'm not condemning or mad at anybody, but it's a where is the knowing? Where's the I'd really like to know more about God. Do you know what I mean? I think there's this kind of like, okay, I go over the bar, I do good enough, I'm gonna go on with my life, rather than there really might be more.
In our everyday life, there are people that come up to me or come up to you and go, you should really meet this guy.
Yeah, right.
There's a guy at the Y that you really need to
Yeah,
meet.
right,
I need to put you in touch with him.
Right.
But yet, I might know the guy that you're talking about, and I just don't get it. Maybe I'm like, no, I don't want to. I mean, maybe for some people, maybe that's God.
Yeah, right.
I know what you're saying about, he's a great guy. And he does some great things, but for me,
right.
You know.
And that's where that quote's important. It's what you learn after you know it all that really matters. Okay, yeah, I know, I get that stuff, but I'm just going on with my life. Maybe you don't know that much at all about that. Do you know? And not in a way where you couldn't know anything.
Correct.
But where you could know more, and it's not like it will significantly get into your life and change how you see everything. But it's not going to make you different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not going to change your personality because of it. It's what you learn after you know it all that really matters. Because I'll tell you this, the moment I was most impressed with Duke's basketball coach, Coach K, in the last 10 years was when he did an interview and he talked about how maybe he just doesn't know it all. That's pretty interesting from a guy who's won a bunch of national championships. So it's becoming interesting to me when people are like, where they kind of get the core of that video. We're like, you know what, I don't know it all, and I'm going to go learn, I'm going to go figure some of this out. And I'm not going to do it just privately in the back corner of my house and not tell anybody about it. So thanks for the conversation, appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, see you next time.